Good morning, class. Again, uh, we will today start with the previous day homework which I have given to you. The two problems which I have given to you, I will solve these two. Then we will move on to my next topic or next sum. Okay. So I have given the sum regarding a man deposits rupees 10,000 in a cooperative bank for 3 years at 9% per annum, compounded annually, or compound interest compounded annually. How much amount will he get from the bank after 3 years? Means how much amount he will receive from the bank after 3 years, and what will be the amount if he deposits the same amount for 3 years at 9% per annum SI. SI means simple interest. So the same, we will start from the same, which is principal or P is given rupees 10,000, which is good. Interest I is given, you have to calculate it. Time 1 year, rate is given 9% because annually, means actually it is 3 years, but annually 1 year, compounded annually, right? So therefore I will be same formula, PRT by 100, 10,000 into 9 into 1 by 100, we will get rupees 900. So therefore amount at the end of the year, it will be 10,000 plus 900 is equal to rupees 10,900, right? 10,900. Okay. So next part is that for the second year, what will be the second year? Same way, second year P 10,900 R 9%, P 1 year, you have to calculate it. So therefore I'm writing directly, I'm not writing the formula again. 9 into 1 by 100, we will get rupees 981. Therefore amount at the end of second year, it will be 10,900 plus 981, all in rupees. So amount will be 11,881. Okay. Now for the third year, P will be this one, R same way, I 11,881 into 9 into 1 divided by 100, we will get the amount as 1069.29. So at the end of third year, amount rupees 11,881 plus 1069.29, you will get the amount as 12,950.29. Okay, that is the first part of the question. The second part says that what will be the amount if he deposits the same amount for 3 years at 9% per annum simple interest. Here it hasn't mentioned regarding compounded annually, only simple interest. So here the principal amount is the same amount, 10,000. R is 9%, but it says that what will be at the end of the 3 years simple interest method. So time will be 3 years. You have to calculate I. I will be the same formula, PRT by 100, 10,000 into 9 into 3. Why 3? Because here it has not been mentioned that it is compounded annually as compound interest. So it has mentioned only it has been compounded as it has been segregated as simple interest. It has been calculated as simple interest, not compound interest. So simple interest, only 3 years put it directly, you will get the interest value as 2,700. If you at the end of 3 years, means totally at the end of 3 years you will get the at the end of 3 years you will get the total interest value, which is 2,700 at the end of 3 years, which is the total. It is the total value you will get at the end of 3 years. So what will be the amount at the end of 3 years? At the end of 3 years, what will be the amount? Amount will be 10,000 plus 2,700. We will get 12,700. See, if it says make a comparison between what will there at the end of 3 years for simple interest and at the end of 3 years for compound interest. If you compare both this, you will get that at compound interest you are getting more amount, whereas at simple interest you will getting less amount. But here it has not been mentioned that what will be the amount at the end of 3 years compared between compound interest and simple interest. It has only given what will be at the end of 3 years for compound interest and at the end of 3 years for simple interest. So this is the answer. The next sum, which talks about that 8,000 is deposited into the bank, and that 8,000 is basically the rate which has been compounded at 6/1/4%. 6/1/4 means 6.25%. It's directly 1/4 means on 100%, 1/4 means 25. 1/4, fourth portion, 1/4 means 25. 6.25%, and the second year it is 8%. It has says that find the compound interest for the second year and the compound interest for 2 years and the amount at the end of 2 years. 3 question has been mentioned. First question, compound interest for 2 years. For 2 years compound interest. So principal is rupees 8,000. Principal is rupees 8,000. Okay, principal is 8,000. So rate is 6.25%. Time compound interest, so has been given 2 years, means 1 year annually. Now therefore I will be same formula, 8,000 into 6.25 into 1 by 100, you will get the amount as interest, which is 500. So at the end of first year, amount will be 8,000 plus 500, which will be 8,500. Okay, this is the first answer. Second, the compound interest for 2 years. For 2 years compound interest means for second year it will start P as rupees 8,500 and remaining are the same, so I am not writing that. R will be also the same. and P will also be the same. So I will be 8,500 into second year rate is given, second year rate is given 8%. If you go through the sum, it is given 8%. So it will be 8%. First year is 6.5 and second year is 8%. So 8% means it's totally 8 into 1 divided by 100. You will get rupees 680. So amount at the end of second year, it will be 8,500 plus 680. You will get rupees 9,180. Okay, and the third question talks about the amount at the end of 2 years. The amount at the end of 2 years will be this. And the second question, the compound interest for 2 years. Compound interest for 2 years means this amount and this amount. So compound interest for 2 years, 500 plus 680 is equal to 1180. And the first question is find a compound interest for second year. Compound interest for second year is this amount. Okay, this is the first answer, this is the second answer, and this is the third answer. This is the solution of previous day homework which I have given. Okay, today I am starting with the fresh sums which talks about that 16,000 has been deposited in a bank for 3 years. The rate of compound interest for the first and the second year has been given 8% and 12.5%. 12.5 means 12.5%. At the end of third year, the amount becomes 21,384. The amount total becomes 21,384. Find the rate of the third year. The rate for the third year you have to calculate, means R you have to calculate for the third year. So what you can do, it's easy. For the first 2 years you can do like the same as before. This is today's sum. So P is given, P will be 16,000 which is given. I guess you can all see that in the sum, and you have to calculate biannually. So time will be 1 year. Rate is given for the first year is 8%. Therefore I is equal to same formula. I am not writing it. 16,000 into 8 into 1 divided by 100. You will get the amount as 1280, and at the end of first year, amount will be rupees 16,000 plus 1280, means it becomes rupees 1712. Okay, now for the second year, the same amount, P will be rupees 17,280. T is 1 year. R has been given 12.5%, means 12.5%. So I is equal to 17,280 into 12.5 into 1 by 100. You will get the amount which is interest amount 2160. 2160. Okay, 2160. So therefore amount at the end of second year will be 17,280 plus 2160. You will get the total amount as 19,440. Okay, now you have to calculate the third year, where the total amount becomes 21,384. The total amount does not becomes 19,440, it becomes 21,384. So you have to calculate the rate, R means rate. Means for third year, how you will calculate? See, for third year, principal is obviously 19,440, but amount is 21, how much? 21,384. Time is obviously 1 year annually. You know interest. What will be the interest? You can calculate that. 21,384 minus 19,440. If you minus that, you will get the interest amount. The interest amount becomes 1944. But you don't know R. You have to calculate the R over here. You have to calculate the R over here. So we know I is equal to PRT by 100. Okay. Where I is calculated 1944, P is given 19,440, R is nothing given, so we put it R as R and 100. If you cross multiply it, 19,4400, you cross multiply it, it will becomes like that into R into 1 or or 19,445 is equal to R, or R is equal to 10%. Okay. Without that, you will get the R. The rate of interest, the third answer, the rate of interest will be 10%. This is the answer. Okay. Now come to the next problem, which is given. Ramesh invested 12,800 for 3 years at a rate of 10% per annum, compounded interest. Find 3 questions: the sum due to Ramesh at the end of first year, the interest he earns for the second year, and the total amount due to him at the end of third year. I guess it's a same sum. So I am giving you as the homework. So come to the sum which I need to calculate over here is: a man invested rupees 5,000 for 3 years at a certain rate of interest compounded annually. At the end of 1 year, it amounts becomes 5,600. 5,000 for 3 years, but at the end of 1 year it becomes 5,600. Calculate the rate of interest, the interest accrued in the second year, the amount at the end of third year. So it is a very interesting sum. So we start of doing it. So how will we do it? See, for the first conversion period, the compound interest is same as the simple interest. Please keep that thing in mind. For the first conversion period, the compound interest is same as the simple interest. Thus on rupees 5,000 which is given, 1 year SI in simple interest is 5,600 minus 5,000. On rupees 5,000, 1 year SI is 5,600 minus 5,000. It becomes rupees 600. Now I is equal to PRT by 100. Therefore 600 is equal to, P is given 5,000, R you have to calculate, IT is 1. So or is equal to 12%. Okay, this is the 12%. The second question, the interest accrued in the second year. The interest accrued in the second year. So principal now became 5,600 because of 600 interest. It has also been given. Interest I, you have to calculate it. 5,600 into 12 into 1. We calculate just now the 12% into divided by 100. So it becomes interest as 672. So therefore amount at the end of second year, it will be 5,600 plus 672. You will get the amount as 6270. Okay? Okay. Now, for the third year, you have to calculate the amount at the end of third year. Third year amount. So, third year, this is second. Okay? Previous one was second. You see, previous one is second. Okay? And for the third year, you have to calculate it. How you can calculate it? Principal is given 6272. Okay? Rate is 12%. Time is 1. So therefore I is equal to 6272 into 12 into 1 by 100. You will get the amount as rupees 752 point something, means it is coming 64 in my calculator. So at the end of third year, what will be the amount? Amount at the end of third year, 6272 plus 752.64. It becomes 7024.64. This is the answer. The first answer is the first answer is 12%. The second answer is the interest you have calculated, which is 672. And the third answer is amount at the end of third year, which is this one. Okay, girls, these are the sum for today. I will provide you the few in the homework. Thank you for the class.